Wonder Woman at last gets her very own movie. But coming off the previous critically panned DC films, could it be any good? Well, I didn't expect it to have the percentage it has on Rotten Tomatoes currently, and after watching it, I could tell you it definitely didn't disappoint. Diana, the daughter of Hippolyta, queen of Themyscira, wants to be a warrior in spite of her mother's wishes. When Hippolyta relents, Diana is then trained by her aunt Antiope. Years later, she saves a soldier from drowning after his plane crashes. That soldier is Captain Steve Trevor, who tells the Amazons of the Great War. Diana insists on going with Steve to fight in the war. They later arrive in London, where Diana makes her way to become the heroine we know and love. Wonder Woman was my favorite part in Batman v Superman. The moment when she springs into action was perhaps the only moment where I was genuinely excited. I bought how determined she was, and I love that small moment when she gets knocked down by Doomsday and just smiles. Eat your heart out, Superman. So I was looking forward to this movie, but I was also very concerned because the three DCEU movies weren't all that great. The trailers gave me a little bit of hope because it didn't look desaturated like a Zack Snyder movie. But I didn't want to have high expectations. I even tried avoiding any mentions of critical reviews on the internet, though I knew what people thought about it the day before I saw it. But in the end, I was very pleased with how it turned out. Gal Gadot, by God, shines even more as Wonder Woman and proves that she can carry her own movie. The movie takes some time to build up her character, which can be a bit tedious, but it becomes worthwhile when we get to the super awesome action scenes with her. Chris Pine is also very good as Steve Trevor. He and Gadot have great chemistry together. Speaking of which, there are a couple of scenes between them with suggestive humor, but it's done in good taste. I'm so glad to see some levity in a DC movie. The film felt more consistent and focused with its tone and storyline. I like how it is influenced by the original Superman in terms of pacing and even homages. Warner Brothers should have done this from the very beginning. Just take the time to plan everything to lead up to the big Justice League movie, instead of cramming so many things into one movie. As for issues, I don't have that many, with the exception of a very common one in both DC and Marvel movies. The villains aren't great, though they're more tolerable than Enchantress and whatever the heck Jesse Eisenberg was trying to be that wasn't Lex Luthor. And the climax may have too much CGI, but I didn't mind it because I love following the main lead's journey, so I could overlook it. For the very first Wonder Woman movie, it gets a lot of things right, from the cast to the tone. I am very grateful we finally have a good female-led comic book film, which should pave the way for more. Director Patty Jenkins proved herself to be the right choice to handle Wonder Woman in the same way as the Russo brothers for Captain America and Black Widow, as well as Bryan Singer for the X-Men. Sorry Marvel, but DC beat ya, though don't put yourselves with Captain Marvel. But I hope this would be your wake-up call for making a Black Widow movie. Anyway, Wonder Woman gets my strong approval. It is really nice to see DC being able to make another good movie after the Dark Knight trilogy, and I hope it isn't momentary luck for them. I still have my doubts about the Justice League movie, but I hope the studio knows how to handle this franchise now. Right now, I want to extend my deepest sympathies and condolences to Zack Snyder and his family over the loss of his daughter. I wish him all the best and hope he and his family will find healing from France and each other's company. I was originally going to review the first DCEU movies before this, but I didn't out of respect for Mr. Snyder. With all that being said, I think it's neat Joss Whedon will be in charge of Justice League. He did really well with the first Avengers movie, so this should profit from his expertise. Overall, I salute both Snyder and Whedon in their own pursuits. Thanks for watching, everyone. See you next time. Cue the music. No, not that. You know what I'm talking about. Ah. Man, I get so pumped.